Is that too much body or is that enough body? Guys, Crypto Dini, Bitcoin, and war, and you. And the camera's crooked. This is terrible. Is this a professional setup or what? That's annoying me there now. This is shocking behaviour. Is this a professional channel or what? Guys, Crypto Dini and Dini here. What's the crack? Good to see you on. We want to talk about war, because everyone's talking about war today. We want to talk about Bitcoin. I want to talk about how it affects you. So first off, war and Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin's never actually been through a war before, so it's impossible to know how Bitcoin will react. Will it go down? Will it go up? But we'll explore it a little bit. And I'll just give you my thoughts on it. So at its nature, I think, when we talk about war, like we're talking about people. We have to understand that like people by their nature, 99.999% of every human on this planet, all they want is to enjoy their time and for their family to be safe. So sometimes when it comes to war, we judge, oh, the Russians are doing this, the Yugoslavians are doing that, and that's unfair. Because it's a small group of politicians decide what a whole nation state does, and that's unfair because us as humans only want to enjoy their family and enjoy their life, and we get sort of rallied up and influenced in media and politics and all this stuff, and it causes division and it causes conflict. But at our nature, all we want is for our family to be well and for us to be well. So try and remember that, and remember what's really important. Okay, guys, Crypto Dini here. Nothing here is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. They don't have cool t-shirts like that. Look, Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. They don't have that. They don't have cool huddle hats either. All right, well, some of them do. I consult with financial advisors all the time, but I'm not one. All I ask for you on the Crypto with Dini community is to join the community. And how you join the community is you flex the guns, you hit the like button. See that? Flex and hit, flex and press. And you subscribe and you become part of the community and it's great fun. So if you haven't done your daily exercise, what you want to do is, Lawrence, let's crack. Get up out of the seat. Anyway, so war and Bitcoin. Okay, you can reconnect. Lovely, we're back. Sorry, lads. Russia is the third largest producer of oil. Okay, and case in point, all that's happened is oil is now very expensive. Now, the problem with oil getting very expensive is a big problem for me and it's a big problem for you. Okay, because everything relies on the price of oil. Because oil is in transportation, it's in production. We already have really high inflation levels. If we see the price of oil go up, we're going to see horrible inflation. We already have bad inflation. But if the price of oil continues to go up, we're really going to see horrible inflation. And the cost of everything is going to go up. And it's going to affect you, and it's going to affect me, and it's going to affect every human on the planet. So as we've been teaching people, Bitcoin and digital assets are a way to protect yourself away from inflation. So you could say that this is a macro setup to push more people into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin might perform. If Russia gets sanctions put upon it and ends up pricing its oil in Bitcoin, well, Bitcoin could achieve the astronomical numbers we all believe it'll get to a lot sooner than people realize. But we have to remember what the important thing is, okay? Another interesting thing that's happened, and it's canning like how well Bitcoiners seem to understand the macro environment. Because about 2 years ago, Max Kaiser was saying, there's going to be a war. How the hell did he know? All right, the framework for knowing that is, he sees, not me, I'm not intelligent enough to figure all this stuff out, but fiat money. And I'll explain this to you, how fiat money incentivizes war. But he sees fiat money as this massive Ponzi scheme, and you can't taper a Ponzi or it falls apart. And remember, our money is built debt upon debt upon debt. That's how money's created in the fiat world, in the fiat system that we all use and don't question or understand how it works. But where does money come from? It's created by debt. So what's behind it? Well, nothing, because it's debt. It was created out of fresh air. So where's the collateral? What backs this thing up? If one thing unravels, does the whole thing unravel? Is that why they bailed out banks in 2008, even though they caused the crisis? Is that why they gave them all free money and they said, it's grand, you caused the problem, but there's all the free money. Taxpayers will pay for it. It's grand. Because they had no choice. And maybe the bankers knew that there was nothing behind the currencies. There's no collateral. So they can't be allowed to fail, because if they fail, everything fails. Okay? So the fact that we have a war now means that the markets we're talking about tapering, which means less money printing. It doesn't mean stopping printing money. Remember, for every euro that's printed, it devalues all the euros that you exchange all the hours of your life to work for, plus all your family, plus everyone in your life and everyone in your community. Every euro that's printed devalues all the time, so your time is effectively stolen if you actually understand how money works. Okay, but because now we have a war, we can't stop money printing. All right, we have to continue. We can't taper. Market's already on edge. So that's kind of interesting. But one thing I'll say is, without going into the politics, because I'm not an expert in any of that stuff, I'm probably out of my depth as it is, guys, being honest, all right? But Bitcoin incentivizes peace and fiat money incentivizes war. Now hit the like button if you're getting value from this, and hit the like button. Become part of the community and support Bitcoin, because by you hitting the like button, you push this content out to more people. It helps the algorithm. And Irish people and people all around the world, if we all figured out Bitcoin, okay, right now, today, the world will become a much better place. That's why I'm passionate about this stuff, all right? And I know some of you think I'm crazy because you're not as far down the rabbit hole as me, and that's fine. I'll try not to go crazy talk, but I'm just going to break down very simple terms to explain how fiat money incentivizes war, okay, and how Bitcoin incentivizes peace. So fiat money, it's money that's backed by nothing, and governments can print it out of fresh air. It's not backed by a commodity. That's why we're off the gold standard, to fund a war. Okay, this is the only way that a government can go to war. They need money. You have two ways to raise capital to go to war. One, tax the shit out of everyone. Excuse the French. All right, but like, people aren't going to go along with that. They're like, hold on, I just want to get along. Like, I don't want to go to war. I just want my family to be safe and me to be safe. No, and I don't want to pay more tax. No, we don't want to go to war. Or inflate the currency supply, print money. The silent tax. People don't even know what's happening. They're just like, Jesus, price of everything's going up lately. Okay, so this is how governments fund their wars. And it's happened on the fiat standard constantly. All right, so we can go to the likes of any country and we can bomb them, and then we can take their natural resources. We can go and bomb them, we can take their oil, or we can take their gold. But on a Bitcoin standard, that doesn't work, because one, a government can't print their Bitcoin. No government can print Bitcoin out of fresh air. So now the only way of going to war is to tax, is to raise the capital from the people of that country. And the people of the country are probably going to go like, no, we don't want to fight over this. Like, come on, I just want to work and have the crack. Like, life's for living. Why are we fighting? Okay, so the government, it's much more difficult for them to fund wars, all right? Because they can't just print the money out of fresh air. And the second thing, if they do raise the money for a war and they want to go and pillage another country or take what they think is theirs, all right? You can't go and bomb the shit out of the place and kill everyone. Because on a Bitcoin standard, you destroy the Bitcoin by doing that. You can bomb the shit out of a place and take their oil. You can bomb the shit out of a place and take their gold. But if you bomb the shit out of a place, the Bitcoin is destroyed. So the very thing that you go to look, the pristine property, is destroyed. That dies with all the people. So Bitcoin incentivizes peace. Bitcoin incentivizes negotiation. Bitcoin incentivizes us to work together and work in harmony with each other. And Bitcoin is a collateral. So it's money with collateral behind it. It's not just money based on debt, which is based on nothing really when you actually look behind the curtain to see what's there. The Emperor has no clothes, or the Wizard of Oz is there pulling the levers. There's nothing there. But with Bitcoin, it's based on collateral. There's only 21 million Bitcoin. There's no way to get Bitcoin unless you exchange your time for money and provide value. Okay? It's very difficult to take Bitcoin by force. You can't steal Bitcoin. You can't hack someone's Bitcoin. You can't print Bitcoin. All right? So it's a collateral-based system. And it's very different from the system we have, because this system is governed by rules, not rulers. Whereas fiat money is governed by rulers, not rules. And the rules can be changed all the time. And it's very easy. If we want to go to war and we fund the war, we just print some money. Up. And that country gets to suffer from the inflation and see their purchasing power of their euros go down, and the government gets to fund their war. So it's a nasty, nasty system. Very different, isn't it? Amazing. A lot to learn with this. But without going into the geopolitics, because it's not my area, Bitcoin incentivizes peace and negotiation. Fiat money, very easy to go to war. Guys, I hope you get some value out of that. Thanks for hitting the like button, hit the subscribe button, throw a comment in if you have anything to elaborate on that. Or, you know, there's something I missed out or I didn't speak upon. Like, obviously I'm not talking much, it's just a quick little live. By the way, guys, remember, it's not financial advice. Beware of scammers in the comments. I don't do airdrops. I don't do any deals. If I am doing it, you'll hear me talking about it with my voice. So if you get a message from someone, I can promise it's not me. Make sure you subscribe. And guys, remember, Crypto with Dinny, okay, is Ireland's first Bitcoin and digital asset consulting company. And we've almost 3 years in business now, teaching people how to build Bitcoin retirement plans. Traditional retirement plans take 40 years, all right? Take a punt on a Bitcoin one. Some people have achieved it in 4 years. It's worth doing. You don't need to risk all your money, but I think it's a risk keeping all your money in the bank right now, especially with everything that's going on in the world and being a no-coiner. You're disagreeing, you're arguing with some of the smartest minds of the world right now if you're on zero Bitcoin. Guys, keep learning, get into the rabbit hole, understand Bitcoin. Yes, it'll make you rich. Yes, it'll give you more time with your family, but it also makes the earth a better place, a fairer place, less violence, less war, less fiat. Have a super evening, guys. The war is like a distraction. Dean, yeah, war is like a distraction. I don't know, but I try to watch as little news as I can, but obviously you can't escape it fully. Yeah, guys, thanks for being here. Have a super day. Look forward to chatting to you later in the week. Happy Thursday evening. Vinny out. Boop. End.